Did you know it is entirely possible to build a one-tile house in The Sims 4? Now, a lot of people don't actually know this, but you can actually downsize objects. Let's just take this cot bed, for example. Now, if we press the left bracket key, we can actually size it down, or we can even size it up and make it absolutely massive. But for today's video, I'm going to be sizing everything down and then fitting it into one of these rooms. Now, if you are wondering if it is usable to have beds like this in The Sims 4, actually, yes, it can be usable if you try really, really hard and fiddle around with it. However, I can't be bothered to make this house functionable, so it's just going to be like a non-functionable house that's single tile. I'm not doing this to be a house that you can actually live in, purely doing it for fun, just because I thought it'd be a cool idea. Now, before we get into it, make sure that you've hit the subscribe and notification bell so that you never miss a future update, and comment down below what you think of this house, because it helps me so much more than you realize. Other than that, let's get started. So obviously this house is going to have to technically be multiple floors. I don't know how we're going to make it multiple floors. Maybe we're just going to have to fill some fake stairs in or something, I don't know. So I figured maybe guys, if we just use a shelf, we could technically put all these shelves around the walls and then have it just be like one huge room. And then what I'm thinking is we could actually just size down the tiniest shelves here. It might be difficult for you to see, but I'm just going to size down all of these shelves, and then they kind of work like mini step ladders going up to the top of the house. All right, so I'm not going to lie, that took way longer than I realized, but we finally have our stairs. They're a little bit wonky, but they'll do. Then I think I'm just going to do one more story on this house as well. So I am not going to lie, this has taken me significantly longer than I realized, and I'm really, really glad you didn't have to sit through that. Now I'm just going to change out the wallpaper, because the wallpaper right now looks a little bit dirty. There we go. Now I'm not going to lie, we are having some clipping issues, but we can hide those with rugs later, so don't panic. So I guess downstairs in our little mini house, we're just going to have our living room, or should we have a kitchen? Let's have a kitchen downstairs first. Now I don't know how much we're going to be able to size this stuff down, so it might be very, very difficult. Like, this mini fridge here looks absolutely huge, really. I mean, how small can we make counters? That is the question. Right, so it seems I can fit a tall fridge in here, which is absolutely great. And we may even be able to fit in some island counters that we can use with the bar stool. Now, the only thing I'm worried about in this kitchen is how on earth are we going to fit a sink in here? It's so small. Unless we just put like a tiny little wooden sink in this corner here. That looks kind of sweet. Oh, we can even have a really tiny smoke detector. And oh, I forgot about an oven. I can't believe... Guys, this is why I can't do these challenges, because I forget the simple things. I forgot to an oven, so we're going to have to fit that in here somehow. There we are. Now, it's kind of looking like a little fairy cottage, maybe. I'm liking it so far. I'm just going to build the general, like, outline of it now, and then we're going to decorate it a little bit more later on. Now, the next floor, we got to probably just have the living room up here. Now, it's going to be very difficult because we don't have, like, full tile spaces. It's really, really difficult unless I put down some kind of carpet or something up here. Guys, here is an optical illusion for you all. Where is this carpet you can see here? Is it above or under this shelf? Because I'll have you know, this rug is actually above the shelf. Isn't that a cool optical illusion? Well, it's not cool, but it's very annoying and glitchy. So it looks like we can't have a wide living room, which is very annoying. Now, this sofa, I really want it, but it's absolutely huge, and I cannot size it down any smaller, unfortunately, but it looks so nice. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of it because it's just too big. I don't know why, but some things do size down differently to others. Even again, this little wooden frame thing is quite big. However, I think we are going to have to try and push the boundaries a little bit and just pretend there's enough space. This room is an absolute health and safety hazard. They're going to probably fall down through here so many times. However, what I imagine in my head is that they're like a fairy or something. I know we don't have fairies in The Sims 4 yet, even though people have been asking them for years, but imagine this is just like a little fairy house or something. But what I'm thinking is maybe we could have a mini TV on the wall up here. That would be so cool. There we go. At least there's some use for this little space here. And look at that, we even have enough room maybe for a little fireplace. Granted, I can't use a huge one. However, if I just use this one here from Eco Lifestyle, that actually fits in there really, really well. I love that. It's so cool. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, this is probably the most fun build challenge I've ever done. It's so cool. I love making this little house. I know usually on my channel there are a lot of disasters and drama, but I'm just having fun, just having a nice relaxing time building this house. Sometimes we need to relax. I just thought I'd do something nice and relaxing in today's video. If you have any other ideas, by the way, for future challenges that are weird and crazy like this, let me know down below, because I love to do them so much. You know, whenever I'm playing The Sims 4, I always just have this very, very strong urge to just do something that's very, very difficult for myself. I just love doing these kinds of build challenges. I find them so much fun. I honestly recommend, like, if you're looking to spice up your game and have a bit more fun, honestly, just try a build challenge like this. I promise you, you will enjoy it. Of course, at first, it can be really difficult to try try and do all these things, but once you get the ball rolling, it is really, really fun. Now, I think we've mostly completed the general kind of outline of the house, so now we've just got to do the bedroom, and we're almost finished. Now, are we going to have enough room for a double bed? That is the question. And the answer to that question is no, we are not going to have enough room. So it looks like, unfortunately, we're just going to have to go for a... Should we go for a loft bed or a bunk bed? Apparently these are called loft beds, and oh, it seems you can't size them up or down, which is very, very annoying. Oh, guys, this is strange, actually. So look at this. Oh my god. So if you take a loft bed, if you size it up or down, it only sizes down the top bunk, which is very, very strange. But anyway, it looks like we can't use one, so we're just gonna have to use a plain wooden bed. Now, I'm not gonna lie, the bed is a little bit too big and it's a bit obtrusive, but we've got no other choice. Now, the only thing is we can't size down certain things. So if you see, if I try and size down a mirror, it literally just like the frame of the mirror gets smaller, but the actual reflection stuff doesn't get any smaller. It's just a weird thing about mirrors. I don't think it's necessarily Sims 4 problem. I just think in general, mirrors are very, very difficult to make in video games. I understand why they're really, really difficult because, you know, imagine trying to code like a reflection in a game. That is actually a very tough and strange thing to do. So unfortunately, I don't think we can have any mirrors in this house, which is a shame. One thing I also forgot is lights. So I'm just going to put some random lights all around the house as well. I'm honestly not going to try and do everything symmetrical and on the same level. This house is really, really kooky. And I imagine, you know, everything just being a random mishmash. I imagine this is kind of like a fairy house or something where they've just gathered and collected all these random things and they put them together in this house in just a really random but cool way. The only thing is I'm not really sure what we're going to put in this bedroom, so I think we're going to make it like function as not only just a bedroom, but also we're going to make it function as like a hobbies room. I just tried to fit a desk up here, but as you can see, the desk does not fit at all, so we're going to have to find a smaller hobby. Maybe this kid's violin would work really well. If we size down this little kid's violin, maybe it'll be small enough to be realistic. Okay, so I have managed to size down this violin a lot, which is great. And look at this, we even have enough room for a nice little crafting table. Now we know how much EA loves putting crafting tables into The Sims 4 every time they release a new pack, so we may as well use one of them. Other than that, guys, I think I'm done with our tiny little house now. This was a very, very short video. I didn't really do this video for like views or anything. I purely just did it for fun. I honestly recommend, like, if you're bored of The Sims 4 and you're looking for something to do, just do a challenge like this. It is so much fun, I promise you. If for whatever reason you did want this house, I shall be putting it under the gallery on One Tile House on my gallery ID, which is SatchOnSims. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Just before you go, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos. And if you haven't already, make sure that you give this video a like and a comment because it helps me out so much. Other than that, thank you so much. I'll see you next time.